Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com. We've got workouts that work, eats to satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goals. So as you guys know, I've been starting a low carb, high fat, been in it for about a week now. I've actually devoted the month of January to a lot of low carb, high fat keto videos. And this is sort of the week one check-in of following the low carb, high fat eating approach. Been on the diet now for a full 7 days. And in that 7-day period, I went from weighing 185, which here's that image in 3, 2, 1, to weighing 178. And here's that image in 3, 2, 1. It was a 7-pound weight loss. The way I did it was I kept my carbs intake to 50 grams or less a day, had about 75% of my body weight in protein, and then filled the rest in with fat, which comes out to be about 60 to 65% of my calories coming from fat on a regular basis. And I calorie cycled. So if you remember, the very first day I only ate about 600 calories the whole day. Then the next day, I think I ate about 1,800. Then the next day, I might have hit around 1,500. And then I went as high as 2,200 calories. I'm doing P90X3, which is a Tony Horton workout. It's my staple. I do that workout practically throughout the year. Then the second routine that I'm doing is Core de Force, which is a mixed martial arts, sort of kickboxing HIIT routine. And then at the end of the workout, I'll do an ab routine 4 to 5 days out the week. And I mix up that ab routine, but it's about 10 minutes. It's not too long at all. So in all, I'm working out from anywhere from about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes total. I worked out 6 days last week, and then on the 7th day I had an active recovery day. I did feel sort of sluggish, if you guys remember, but going into day 2, I felt better day 3, and then on day 4 I think I upped my calorie intake because coming into day 5 I knew that I was going to have a pretty intense workout the following day, and I had one already that morning, and I wanted to just up my calorie intake. How did I up my calorie intake? I just upped the fat intake for that day, and had higher amounts of fat. Still kept my carbs where they needed to be because I'm not going to go over 50. Now that was a pretty ugly looking 185, and let's touch a little bit on that image right now. I'm going to bring it up. How did I get there? Well, 2 weeks before I took this picture, this is how I looked in 3, 2, 1. Now these images side by side, the difference is, okay, on the leaner image, I was following the low carb, high fat diet for 5 days out of the week. And then 2 days out of the week, I was eating anything and everything I wanted. Now you guys know that regardless of what dieting approach I'm following, be it cheat on a regular basis, if it fits your macro, low carb, low fat, or low carb, high fat, I always eat in a 6-hour window and fast for 18 hours. Now the thing about these images, and I'm going to put them back up here, is that I was only eating once a day. So I was following the Warrior Spartan diet, it was another name for it, and I was eating all my calories in one sitting. I would eat dinner and then I'd go straight into dessert if I was going to have a dessert. The difference in the images though is that the image on the left is following the low carb, high fat 5 days a week and cheating 2 days a week. And I did that probably for a week and a half to 2 weeks going into the end of the year. And then for the last 2 weeks before I started low carb, high fat again this year, I just ate whatever I wanted. For me, that is it's a whole Costco pizza. Yes, a whole, not just like a whole slice of Costco, a whole Costco pizza. And then I'd get home and I'd have about 8 big old, probably 250 calorie chocolate chip cookies from Costco with 1 or 2 glasses of milk, tall glasses of milk. So that's me eating everything I want. Now, ever since I dropped from 240 pounds back down to 165 and started intermittent fasting, which was about 5 years ago now, every single time I eat everything that I want. As long as I intermittent fast, I plateau at 185. The difference between the image on the right, 185, and the image on the left, 180, again, is eating everything you want, not worrying about macros, low carb, calories, whatever the case may be on the right, and on the left, following low carb, high fat for 5 days out of the week and cheating 2 days out of the week. Now, I'm going to show you one more picture, and that's me following a strict low carb, high fat eating approach for 3 months, and that's how I look. Then I went from that to just following low carb, high fat, a strict low carb, high fat 5 days out of the week and eating or cheating 2 days out of the week. And then I went from that to this in just 2 weeks with eating everything that I wanted with no regard to calories or intake or whatever the case may be. And again, I plateaued at 185. Now that's me following different eating approaches, but going from being, at the peak of the season to the peak of the holiday season, and what you can do in a matter of a couple of weeks or a month just by starting to slip. To be honest, to be at your leanest, and that's going to look different for everybody else, you're going to have to focus and hone in on your eating approach, on your diet. You have to be cognitive of what you're taking in and making sure that you're eating whatever is going to push you towards your goals. Now, I am very happy following low carb, high fat 5 days out of the week and eating whatever I want 2 days out of the week, but I'd rather look how I look following low carb, high fat all the time. And now I will say that with a low carb, high fat, once you get to the body weight you want to be and visually the way you want to look, you can cheat at one meal once a week and you won't have an issue. I personally don't do it because, like I told you, for me it's all or nothing. Either I'm following a strict eating approach or I'm eating everything that I want. And when I eat everything that I want, there's no shut-off valve for me. I don't have it. I eat because I love the flavor of food. But intermittent fasting and low carb, high fat has allowed me to eat practically as much as I want and feel happy and content because I love high fat food. And as a send off to this video, before I let you go, I'm going to let you know that on this image that you see right here, both of these images, I was eating about 3,200 calories a day, and we'll talk about that later. But again, intermittent fasting and following a low carb, high fat diet has literally changed what I can do with my body and has changed my life. That's it for now. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com. Please let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you haven't done so already, I greatly appreciate it. The website again is that's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.